Right, let's start today's session. In the last lecture of Python, we were discuss about how many possible ways to write Python code and execute. That is interactive window, script mode, IDLE, and we have launched PyCharm editor as well as VS Code. Okay. In today's session, we will continue with PyCharm editor only. For working with fundamental concepts, I'll cover all these fundamentals in today's lecture, one by one. As I said, without having these fundamentals, you can't able to move towards logical programming in Python. So first let's open PyCharm editor, and we have created yesterday one project folder. That name is Python project 8a. That I have to open it. Okay. So go to the search and simply type PyCharm, and there you can find out PyCharm 2025. Click on it. The moment when I open PyCharm editor, in recently what project I work, that project is opening right now. But actually it is not your project. Okay. Yesterday at 9 p.m., which was conducted online, one more session that was completely old batch. For that I opened, this is 9 p.m. And next you can see, click on file menu. Do you want to open your current project? So file menu, there is an option called open. Click on open. And after that, where you have saved your file, you can locate. So C drive, users, computer name, and then my all Python projects are present in PyCharm projects. And what is our project folder? Python project 8a. Okay. So there are several batches, but your batch is Python project 8am. Okay. So select that folder. And now you can see, you will be able to see these options here. This window, new window, attach and cancel. This window means instead of Python project 9 p.m., it will be override 8 a.m. New window means extremely, it will create a new window. Attach means below 9 p.m. below, one more folder will attach 8 a.m. like that. So I'm clicking on this window. I want to replace. So previously what code I have written, this is our PyCharm editor program. Okay. Now today we'll start with fundamental concepts in Python, comments, keywords, identifiers, variables, multiple assignment, and indentation. First, we'll start with comments. These are very simple. If we take any language like C, C++, Java, C#, .NET, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, anything, comments are very quite common. See, comments can be used to avoid some lines of execution. Okay, suppose you have a program that is too lengthy program. In that, some lines of code do you want to avoid from the execution? Those lines you can put into comments. Again, whenever you want to include that lines in the execution, you can put into uncomment, comment, uncomment. This is one situation. And situation number two is, as a programmer while writing logic, do you want to write any description about your logic? Okay, write in a comment section. So whenever your code can be transferred to somebody, then they can read your comment section and they can understand and analyze the code. That is the main thing actually. Suppose today I'm writing logic. That logic I transferred to you. But all of a sudden, if you look at that logic, you can't understand what purpose I written logic, right? So that's what I can leave the comments. When some description about that code, why I have written that code, what is the purpose of that code. All the comments, I leave that. And whenever the new programmers look at my code, they can understand by reading the comment section. There are two things are there in comments. Understanding the code, you can write description in the comment section. Or else, do you want to avoid some lines of code from the execution? Means, do you want to exclude some code of the code execution? Then you can comment it. But in Python, how to give comments means always comment starts with hash, single hash. Look this, for example, this is the program, right? Right now, test1.py, this is the program. In the below, I'm writing some more lines of code, some like welcome. Okay. Hello. Like this. And whenever the moment I run this test1.py, we got the output like result of two numbers, 30. Along with that, welcome and hello also printed in the output window. But I don't want to execute these two lines of code. So let it be keep in these lines into comments with starting with what? Hash. Once I starts with hash symbol, these lines will not execute. The interpreter will ignore these two lines from the execution, means avoid the execution. Again, whenever you want to include, simply uncomment means remove the hash symbol. It works well. Is it okay? Right. For example, one or two lines we can manage manually, hash symbol we can give manually. But the total program I want to put into comments, like multiple lines. Or else at least these lines I want to keep into comment. So there is a shortcut key to give the comments for multiple lines. That is control plus forward slash CTRL. From your keyboard, control plus forward slash you have to use. See, sir, select the lines, how many you want to comment first. I'm selecting these lines. Hit the control plus forward slash from your keyboard. Control forward slash commented. Okay. Have you noticed? All are in comment section only. Run it. That lines of code not executed. Only welcome hello is come. Again, uncomment purpose, same. Select the lines. Control forward slash. Uncomment again. Comment, uncomment, both techniques same. Control forward slash. Suppose whole program at a time, do you want to keep comment? Control A, select all. That meaning is Control A, control forward slash. All are commented. Run it. No lines are executed. Again, uncomment, control forward slash. Run it. All lines are executed like this. So do you want to no prerequisites for Python? Already I explained in my first demo itself. Feel free to start happily learn Python without having prior knowledge of any computer course. Okay. Yes. So this is the comment section in Python. Shortcut key for comment, or else comment is not only for avoiding some lines of code from the execution. Simply you can starts with has, write your description, any lines of code you can write. Here I'm just typing junk data. You can write valid description. What purpose you are writing this program? Okay, why you are creating this code? You can try to leave the comments. So in future, this code can be transferred to somebody in the development. They can also analyze and understand what purpose you have written the code. This is exactly comments, how it works. Different comments are different style, but purpose is same. Okay, yes. Mr. Please wait a moment. I'll take your questions at the end of the sessions. Okay. I hope you understand that. Let me finish the topics. I'll ask you anything like at the end, I'll take your questions and answer it. Okay. In the middle, I can't read it and I can't ask you. So again, session will be deviate. Sorry for that. Okay. And one more question, I need to know what are the way to execute Python code, also how to set up the Python in my laptop. Did you attend last two sessions, Mr. Rahul Yogi?
No, sir. This is the first app I'm attending. I'm sorry.
That's what. Wait a moment. I'll let you know that because
Sure,
yesterday and day before yesterday, we did that only. We have launched Python installation and download and all the editor tools I explained clearly. Don't worry, you can just attend the today's session and our team will send the demo video link so you can feel free to attend. Even that videos are there in YouTube also. I'll assist you. Please wait till then. So next I'm talking about keywords or reserved words. See, sir, here again, keywords also very common in every language. So reserved words also we can call it as. the word which is reserved for particular task. And that word can be used for same task only. So Python provides plenty of keywords. Each word is reserved for some specific task. Same task purpose, you have to use that keyword. You can't use for your own variable purpose or your own name purpose like that. Purpose is reserved. How to get keywords in Python? Simple. To get keyword list in Python language, the 2 lines of code I recommend. Let me create a new file into this project folder. You know how to create a new file into this project folder. Right click on project folder, go to new and simply Python file. Give the name is test2, right? Yes. So now here in this test2.py, I'm just trying to import keyword. It's a library name. So why Python became a popular language? I said Python supports huge standard libraries, means built-in libraries. Each library contains built-in classes. This is one of the library, keyword library. In this library, we are having keyword list, keyword.kw list. Library name dot kw list means keyword list it is. Import keyword, print keyword.kw list. These 2 lines of code is enough to bring all the keywords in Python. Only simple 2 lines of code, right? Now, once we run this and you will get all the keywords are present in the output window. Look at this. It is in list format. Always in Python, list can be created by using square bracket. You are looking starting with square bracket. You can scroll horizontally, ending with also square bracket. These are all keywords. But if you are unable to scroll horizontally, then do you want to display this total keywords in one line, one window? So there is an option called soft wrap. Look this, there is a soft wrap option. Is it? Click on this soft wrap option in the run window. Automatically all together will be display here. So now all are keywords here. But as you know that yesterday's session I explained, Python is a case sensitive language, right? Yes. Case sensitive just because of that false F capital letter compulsory. None keyword N capital letter. True keyword T capital letter. Remaining all are lowercase. Please mind it. So files are false and none and true. These 3 keywords only, starting letter as capital, remaining all are lowercase characters only. As simple as that. And notice this, in this keywords list, every keyword or every word is reserved for particular task. For example, look at my current program test2.py. Here already I have used one keyword. What is that? Import. Look, this import is one of the keyword available here in the keyword list. Why I'm using that import keyword? To import the library. For importing the library purpose, we use import keyword. And similarly, you can see there is a if keyword is there, for example. If is a keyword actually. If keyword purpose is what you know, to test the specific condition actually. If generally can be used for testing the condition. But if I try to use the keyword if as my variable and value, is this valid, sir? Look at it. If equal to 10, print if. That's not valid. Why? Because if is what? Keyword. It is reserved for what purpose? For conditional check. But you are using that what purpose? As a variable. Like how we define a equal to 10. Same if equal to 10 you are writing. That not work. You can see underline red squiggly is there clearly. This is called, I'm saying, error indication clearly before running the code. But in other ways like interactive window, script mode, ideally, if you write there is no error alert, later when we run, you will come to know that what error. But here clearly error is indicating, even if we forcefully run also, you will get an error, syntax error, invalid syntax. Line number 4, if equal to 10. This is not correct. Why? Because it is a keyword name. You can't use any keyword as your own variable name. Suppose if I add one more F here, is this valid or not? It's valid. Why, sir? This is just the name of the variable. I can take any name apart from keywords. Possible. Look this. We got the values here or not? Like 10 value printed here. If IFF equal to 10, 10 is printed in the result. That is valid. So other than keywords, you can give any name, it works well. But don't use a keywords or reserved word as your own variable name or own purpose. Every keyword is having meaningful task, same task purpose you have to use. We will try to include all the keywords. No keywords can be skipped. Every keyword will be introduced in our logical programming. All are covered. All are going to be covered, sir. So false, none, assert, async, await, break, class, everything. So these are keyword list in Python. How to bring keyword list means simple 2 lines of code is enough. Import keyword, print keyword dot kw list. But these 2 lines is only for PyCharm editor? No, anywhere you can write it, no problem. Like what is the default editor, sir? When we install Python software for the first time, what is the default editor you will get? Ideally, right? Yes, integrated development learning environment. Once you click on ideally, there is a window, and in this window also you can try to type same thing, import keyword, but here only that problem is IntelliSense will not come. You have to follow your own way. Spelling mistakes and everything you have to take care. And here print is not required. That's what I'm using keyword dot kw list. Press enter, we got same keyword list here also. Anywhere you can use 2 lines, you will get complete keyword list. Okay, all are same keywords only. So this is the way to bring keywords. See, sir, whenever the moment I use in my program keyword, that keyword will convey a special message to the interpreter to do a particular task. Suppose here, if I'm using interpreter, understand that programmer is looking for testing the condition. Suppose if I use keyword called def, interpreter can understand that programmer is trying to define a function. Generally in Python, to define a function, what we have to use? Def keyword. Def means define. Look at this here, keyword is there, def. There is the def here. Okay, at the same time, there is one more keyword, del, del. Look at this, del. Means if I use del means Python interpreter can understand programmer is trying to delete something. So these are all keywords. Every keyword is having its own purpose and task. Meaningful information can pass to the interpreter to do a particular task. So these are all keywords list in Python. No keywords can be used as your own variable or some other things. What purpose the keyword is reserved, same purpose you have to use. Okay. Yes. Next fundamental concept is identifiers. These are very simple. Identifier means, suppose how I can identify you? By your name, right? How you can identify me? By my name. Even in Python language or any language, to identify the variable or class or method, you have to use names. Name of the variable, name of the class, name of the function, like that. Any name. So ultimately, I can say in Python language, any name is called identifier. Either it can be a variable name, or it can be a class name, or it can be a function name, no matter it is. Name is nothing but identifier. But while giving the names in Python, we should follow some rules. Okay, total 8 rules I'm going to explain. Remember, rules to define the identifiers. Rules to define the identifiers. What are the rules are there? 8 rules I'm saying. First rule. Identifier can be a lowercase and also uppercase or uppercase, anyone. You can use lowercase names or uppercase names. Not a problem. But make sure that identifiers are what? Case sensitive. Means what? If we give lowercase names, you have to access with lowercase one. If you give uppercase names, you have to access with uppercase one. Right? Let me cover these 2 rules first. And let us consider my name of the variable is employee ID. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the value. Print employee ID. It's valid or not? Correct. Because my variable name is all in lowercase and also I'm accessing in lowercase format, it works well. So simple variable and value. But can I access this variable in capital letter through? No, because you define one variable all in lowercase characters, but you are attempting to access with uppercase characters. Now you can see name error, EMPID capital letter is not defined. Yes, you define how you define lowercase, but same way out access. But you are trying to access capital letter, not possible. As I said that rule number 2, case sensitive identifiers are. What cases you are mentioning, same case you have to follow that. So can I declare the variable name capital letter? Yes. Now this time it's okay. Because you declare capital letter EMPID, you are trying to access capital letter EMPID, it works well. But remember, I strongly recommend to give that variable names in lowercase is better option. You may get doubt, why sir, why not you recommend capital letter? Because it working well, right? The reason is, I'll tell you, sir. In general, in Python language, whenever the programmer is defining the variable name in all capital cases, that indicates that it is a constant. What is that? Constant. Actually, Python do not support constant. No constants are available. But according to other languages like Java, .NET, people are having const keyword. They'll declare constant variable like const int I equals to 10. Means they cannot change the value for I. 10 means 10 only throughout. If somebody trying to change 10 to 100 also, it will not affect. Because why? This is constant variable. Constant means fixed. One time you declare the variable value, it fixed. Nobody can change in the middle. This is possible in other languages. Okay. But in Python, how I can convey my message to other programmer that my variable value is fixed, don't change better. Capital letter. Got clarity? Suppose you can say this. If I declare EMPID capital 1, 2, 3, 4, that indicates what you know. This is the constant value. Programmer is claiming that my value is constant 1, 2, 3, 4. So if other programmer who know very well about Python rules and regulation, he can understand that. What is that? He declare variable name as capital letter. So better not to change this value 1, 2, 3, 4. Not changing required. But still he wants to change. It can be changed, sir. The reason is why Python do not support constants. Only just for conveying the matter. Okay, how I can convey my variable and value is constant, fixed, better not to change to other programmers means declare the capital letters only. Okay, that is the only case we can use capital letter. Do you want to really present your variable and values are constant for not changing? Then go for capital letters. Otherwise, unnecessarily don't go for capital letter, I'm saying. Okay, I think you got it. So constants will not be there in Python. So if you represent any variable name all in uppercase characters, that leads to constant only. Next, rule number 3, to define identifier. See, identifier it allows digits. Yes. 0 to 9 digits we can include anyway. But make sure that rule number 4 says should not starts with digit. Any name cannot start with a digit. It allows digits, but should not start with a digit. So let's see, for example, here EMP1 ID 6. There are 2 digits are there, right? EMP1 ID 6. It's valid or not? Valid, sir. You can see there is no error. Here 1 digit is there after EMP, 6 digits is there after ID, it's valid. But when it is invalid, whenever you starts with the digit, it's invalid now. You can see this. My variable name starts with a digit or any name, not only variable names, sir. See, remember these rules which I am explaining, total 8 rules now, not only applicable for variables, it also applicable for function names, class names, or any names in Python. Identifier meaning is it's a name in Python. No matter what name it is, you must follow these rules. So I'm saying that it should not start with digits, but here you can see I started with 7 digit. It's not valid. Syntax error, invalid decimal. So digit, you cannot starting with the digit. You can include digits anywhere. It's okay, working well. So this is rule number 3 and 4. Rule number 5 says it allows underscore. Yes, only the special characters underscore, remaining special characters not allowed. Like dollar sign, asterisk sign, star, hash, no. And that to underscore why it is means simple. If programmer wants to declare any variable name or any function name, multiple parts, to combine those parts by adding underscores. So that means identifier should not be 2 or more parts. Yes. So that's what we are using underscore sign. Suppose here EMP space ID. How many parts are there? 2 parts are there. EMP space ID like this. 2 parts of the identifier is there, sir. It's not correct. So better to combine these 2 parts by using what sign? Underscore sign like this. Now you can see underscore sign through we are accessing like this. It works well. Okay. So next rule is seventh rule. If an identifier starts with an underscore, then it is private. These are normally in other languages like Java, .NET, people can declare their variables public int, okay, name, okay, private int, public int age. This is age, right? Public, private string name. So like this, they can declare private access specifier, public access specifier, like this protected. So many access specifiers are there in other languages. But in Python, we don't have such type of public, private, protected. No. Only symbolically we can mention the variable is public or private. See, sir, by default, all the variables in Python language are public nature only. Public meaning is what? Once you declare the variable, we can access anywhere, anybody. Within the class, outside the class, within the function, outside the function. Any scope you can access. Public means. But private means what? Within the same class section. Okay. Same class section we can access. That is public, private. See, if an identifier starts with an underscore, then it is called private variable only. For suppose here, EMP underscore ID is my variable. Tell me this is what variable, public or private? Public. Don't look at this underscore. This underscore just for combine 2 parts. But the variable name not starts with any underscore, that is called public. If the variable name starts with double underscore, this is called what? Private variable. There is a single underscore option is there. Double underscore option is there. I'll tell you later. Because private and public discussion, this is not correct situation. When I talk about object-oriented programming, like class and objects context, I'll discuss in detail later. So remember this, if any name starts with double underscore, it is called private only. If any name not starts with any underscore, that is called public only. There are 2 things only there in entire Python, public, private. It can be public variable or public method or public class, like that, all applicable. Not only for variable. If method not starts with any underscore, public method. Public method means for anybody can access, all able to access. Private means in your context only, you only can access, others not. Restriction will be there like that. So last rule, rule number 8 already explained. No keyword or reserved word can be used as identifier. So as I already said that while working with keywords, no keyword or reserved word can be used as identifier. Can we use any keyword name as identifier like variable name or something? No. For example, you can see this is a keyword. Print def. So it's invalid because def is a keyword actually. To define a function, this keyword can be used. But if I remove fde, is there any keyword called de? No. It's like variable name. So you declare your variable name is de, it valid. Now it's valid, you can see it. So other than keyword, any names are workouts are no problem. Are you getting? So these are 8 rules you must follow while giving names in Python. Total 8 rules. Okay. So next fourth point is variables. This is another fundamental concept, variables. Tell me, sir, variable is also called as identifier? Yes. I said just now, identifier is nothing but it's a name. Either it can be variable name, function name, class name. Variable is also called as identifier. But variable is having a separate definition. Look at this. What is variable means? Variable is a named memory location. Named memory location of the value. In Python, every value has its own variable name. In Python, every value has its own variable name. Yes, compulsory variable name is required. Value only not enough. Variable only not enough. Value with variable name. So variable is a named memory location of the value. In Python, every value has its own variable name. In Python, while declare the variable, we need not to specify any data type. We need not to specify any data type because Python is, already explained this, because Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Dynamically typed programming language. So dynamically typed programming language means what? During the program execution time, based upon the value, data type automatically decide for your variable. Suppose in other languages, programmers, they can declare int a equals to 10. They must declare like this. If they declare string a equals to 10, it's invalid in other languages. But in Python, we don't even define any string or integer, only simply a equal to 10. Automatically, Python will decide data type for a. Integer type, string type, it will decide based upon the value. That is dynamically, means running time. So that's what we don't specify any data type before declaring variable name a, like integer or float. This is not our responsibility. Python only will decide all the data types internally based upon the value. Okay. And next, look at this. Suppose a is the variable name 10. I'm asking you question where the 10 value is going to store. Where it will store? In memory A. A is a variable name. Okay. For storing this 10 value inside the variable name A should get some memory. So who assigned the memory for A? Python. So Python will allot some memory for the A. Why? Because it has to hold the value 10 within it. So ultimately, I can say 10 value is going to store in the name of a memory. That's what variable is, nothing but named memory location. In which memory 10 value is going to store? A memory. So you want to get memory address also, we can get, sir. Look at this. Print A, I'm taking 10. And do you know type of A. Type is a built-in function. Actually, why type is required? Just for curiosity, what type of data type is assigned for your variable? Because we are not deciding any data type like integer or float. Do you want to know which type of data type assigned for your variable A by Python? So you will come to know that integer type assigned. Because why? Value is 10. If I try to take 10.8, what type of data type assigned for your variable A? Float. Now, if I try to take name, what type it is? String, group of characters. Is it clear? So type automatically decide. As a programmer, we are not going to decide any types early. That is not our responsible actually in Python. So this is user friendly. But in other languages, compulsory programmer has to take responsible to properly define the data type clearly. Wrong data type, if they define, it will give error. But here, no need to worry about just to what value do you want, you can assign it. Automatically data type will be decided by Python. So tell me, sir, this value 100 is going to store in which memory? Means A memory like this one. Suppose here memory address purpose, there is one more built-in function ID. Later also I will discuss about ID function, what is meaning it is. ID means identity. ID stands for identity. So this ID function speciality is what? To get the memory address of this variable A. In which memory it's going to store. This is the base address memory number like this. In this memory, 100 is going to store in the name of what? A. So to collect the 100 value from this memory, you should connect A through only. Print A means A will pointing to that memory and it will serve the value 100. Okay. So that's what A is having the memory address this. To this memory, we can collect the value with the name A only. Print A, print a type of A. First, suppose one more variable is there, sir. B equal to 200. I am printing B. Type of B also same. I don't need to do this. Now tell me print ID of B. What do you think? Will it be same memory address or different memory address?
Different.
Same or different? Obviously different, right? Because it's very clearly looking A value 100, B value 200. So Python decide that values are different. So better to allot separate memory for A and separate memory for B. Look at this, both memory address numbers are different. In case if I try to take 100 here, this time Python decides only one memory because value same, that value 100 will go and sit in the memory. In that memory address, you can point A through, you can point B through, collect that value from same memory. So look this 100 A value, memory address of A, memory address of B is same. To this memory, you can go with A, you can go with B. Both names are pointing to the same memory address because value is there in that memory only, 100 value. Not even A and B. You can go with C also when we have C value is 100 again. So Python will decide the same memory for the values. Multiple variables are having same value. If multiple variables are having different values, then Python will decide different memory. So memory address purpose, we use what function? ID. Okay, to know the data type of the variable, what function? Type. Type is a built-in function. And what is this print? Print is another function like output function. These are all built-in functions, sir. Print, type, ID, like this one. Okay. So this is variable definition. Variable is a named memory location of the value. In Python, every value has its own variable name. While declaring the variable in Python, we need not to specify any data type because it is a dynamically typed language. And remember, sir, we are not going to decide any data type here, integer or float. It doesn't mean that Python don't have data types. Lot of data types are there. We'll discuss later. Next tomorrow, that is only our topic. Integer, float, bool, complex, string, list, tuple, set, none, many of them. Data structures. Okay. Only the thing is, from programmer end, we are not going to decide the type. Based upon the value, type will decide automatically by Python itself. So this is another fundamental concept variable. Now next, another fundamental concept I'm explaining, multiple assignment. Now tell me, sir, multiple assignment means what? I'll tell you that. 2 points I'm going to cover here. Multiple assignment is the process of assigning a single value to multiple variables. Multiple assignment is the process of assigning a single value to multiple variables. And also, multiple assignment is the process of assigning multiple values to multiple variables like this. Both I'll explain. First point is assigning single value to multiple variables at once. Second one is multiple values to multiple variables, like many to many. Okay. And this is single value to multiple variables. Okay. One to many like this. Let me show you. Sir, A10, B10, C10. All three variables are having same value, right? Then instead of writing line by line, that is not required. So what is that required means here? Anyway, we are assigning same value to the multiple variables. This is better. A equal to B equal to C equal to 10 at a time, single atom. This concept is nothing but assigning single value to multiple variables at once. So one value 10, I am assigning to multiple variables at once, A, B, C, instead of A10, B10, C10, instead of declaring three variables together. So look at this print A, B, C. We got the output like 10, 10, 10, line by line. But can't we print this output values in the same line, sir? Instead of printing line by line, I want to print in the same line. How I can print means very simple. Why don't we print in the same line? A, B, C like this, comma producing. Possible. Print A, comma, B, comma, C. It's worked well. But the thing is, the moment I print A, B, C, each value after what separator is there? Space. Look at this. The output, each value after space separator is there. Space. Default separator it is. But I would like to give the separator not default. I want to give my own separator like SEP equal to comma. SEP is nothing but it's a separator attribute. So SEP separator attribute, each value after what separator I'm providing means comma separator. So now we can see comma separator is working there. And what separator do you want? You can decide, not only comma. Like I'm saying that colon separator. So colon separator I'm using. And hyphens, whatever you want, you can do it, no problem. Some hyphens I need to give like this. Okay. So this is the way to produce comma separator through I'm producing the values 10, 10, 10. This is single value I'm assigning to multiple variables. Let's comment this control /. Next, I'm showing this one. Multiple assignment is also process of assigning what? Multiple values to multiple variables. Okay. Multiple values to multiple variables. Meaning is what? A, B, C. Three variables, 10, 20, 30. Three values. Orderly. We are assigning how many values? 3. To how many variables? 3. But make sure that the length should be same. How many values you are taking right hand side, left hand side, the number of variables also should be same. Not more or less. So next I'm trying to print A and print B, print C like this. Okay, sir? Yeah. Yeah. Now you can see we are getting the output 10, 20, 30 like this. 10, 20, 30. So A, B, C. A, B, C values, 10, 20, 30 values, I am assigning clearly. One by one, we are printing A and B and C lines. Okay. But we are getting output in the line by line, right? I don't want to print line by line. Again, I should bring into same line. What can I do? A comma B comma C. Okay, yeah, that correct. But my requirement is without A comma B comma C. Still, I want to go for this approach only. Print A, print B, print C. If I do like this, what will happen? Same line only, line by line. But my requirement is I need to go for print A, print B, print C, 3 lines. But output should be in the same line. That is our requirement. I know that print A comma B comma C, if you write, it will bring in the same line. That I don't want. Still, I need to follow 3 print functions, line by line. Make them into same line. That is purpose we use what attribute, I'm introducing one more attribute like end attribute is there. End attribute. Look this, comma end. This end attribute speciality is what? So it will not move towards next line, making into same line output values. Is it okay? Yes. Now, along with end attribute, can we give separator, sir? Yes. Comma separator in the double quotation mark, we can use it. So each and every value will be separated with comma. So we are having multiple prints. Still, we are bringing into same line output only. It will not move towards next line. Rather than it will bring the output into same line. Okay. This approach is okay. But what about previous approach, sir? In case if at all you are asking me, sir, this is separator attribute you are using. Okay, separator attribute, same line. But my requirement is like this. How I said, 3 print functions, still same line. Here, what I am asking, if I print A, B, C, same line, right? Still print A comma B, C, next line I want. Did you understand? Print A comma B comma C should write it, and I want to display line by line output. There is again SCP attribute. Look at this /n is there. New line escape sequence. It's worked well. So you can use print A comma B comma C. That is same line, but still you want to go for line by line, use separator with /n. This is one approach. And if I print A, B, C line by line, it print line by line, but still do you want to make it same line and equal to separator attribute like this. So these are the attributes which we are introducing, end and separator like this only. So these are all most important fundamental concept, very beginning level programming. These fundamental concepts, you should not ignore it, sir, for sure. And one more fundamental concept important, this is indentation. Most of the Python beginners, they confuse here only, indentation level, but this I'll discuss in the tomorrow session. Indentation levels in Python, how it is. It will not finish if I start again. So tomorrow we'll discuss indentation, and wait who are in online. I'm giving some rules and regulations. As you know that who are following my lectures from last 3 days. Okay. This is the last demo lecture we completed. So who are new to this session, strongly I recommend you to watch my previous 3 demo video lectures. Our team will send the demo video links along with course content, syllabus copy. Please follow it. And these sessions are completely Python full stack web development. Who are looking for full stack development, you can enroll full stack development with Python, Django, REST API, Flask framework, UI basics, MySQL, and SQLite 3. Or if you are looking only Python core and advanced, first 2 months duration will be there. And for that, only you can enroll core and advanced Python. And no matter you are enrolling core and advanced or full stack development. So once your enrollment process is over, tomorrow before session, I'll collect your mail ID from DURGASOFT so that I can start share this 4 recorded videos folder along with core Python PDF. Sessions will be Monday to Saturday, and Sunday is the half. And every session is going to be recorded. The same recorded video will send to your Google Drive. So who are new to this session, please follow the link. DurgaSoft will send the YouTube channel link, okay, which was conducted 3 demos earlier, including 4th demo today. So that video also will be available. So please watch it. Even if you once your enrollment process is over, you will get all the videos into your Google Drive. No worries at all. If you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me now. Tomorrow onwards, the link is completely changed with this new link that will come from my end only. So wait for the link and contact DurgaSoft immediately. You really wants to continue with my all lectures. And once again, I'm telling you, full stack development course duration is 4 months, including 2 to 3 hands-on Django and REST API projects development, along with topics. And only Python duration is 50 working days to 60 working days. Okay. So is it possible to sign up for the Python core and advanced core for 5,000 and attend for 2 months and then later pay 7,000 if you want also attend? Yeah, that is only correct. It might not be 7, it might be 8 also might be. Some little bit. If you split the course, it might be price will be difference. I don't know. But I'm planning to in the next upcoming Django batches when I start Fast API also I'm planning. Total I've never disclosed it to anyone, even in my management also. But whenever I launch the frameworks, Python frameworks, this is my schedule. Django, REST API, Fast API, Flask. Actually, Fast API not included here because it take time to launch. But I decided that anyway, we have enough time. So in the next batch, whenever I schedule these frameworks also schedule, this price will be increased completely. So my request you want to go for full stack, better to opt for full stack now itself. Because once I separate batch scheduled with Fast API, all Python frameworks, cost might be increased. Just intimation, don't need to go for this. Okay, just I'm giving clarity. But next batch, I'm planning this one only, frameworks batch. After 2 months, anyway, I should assign or announce new batch, complete Python frameworks, Django, REST API, Fast API, Flask. Total 4 frameworks. So that's all from my end. Still any more questions? Tomorrow we'll send a new link for enrolled students. Please, today only you can contact DurgaSoft if really interested to attend my lectures. One thing I can say, you will not disappoint if you go through my sessions. That much guarantee I can give. So have a nice time. See you tomorrow with the new link. Okay. Thanks for attending these sessions.
Mohan sir.
Still any? Yeah.
Sir, I have a two small question. One question related to that assigning the memory, which you said A equal to 100, B equal to 100, then it will be the same memory. One question related to that. And second question is, like you said, print that separator and end. If you can tell any use case, real use case, where we should actually utilize, because
Obviously, real use cases, I'll tell you, sir. Actually, the thing is real use cases, why I'm not telling means subject will be deviate. You can't understand now. Look at this list values are there here. This is my list values, right? If I print this list values, what is the list structure here?
Yep.
Right. So one few values are there. Okay. Let me go for loop here. How I'm printing this values?
Yeah.
Line by line. So
Yeah.
one few values are there, I can manage it. Suppose
Yeah.
imagine that there is no list, range is there. Range is also one of the collection. Don't worry. You are asking the question. That's what I have to fulfill your requirement. So let me go for this. Range of 1, 101. If I print like this, what is the output like this? 1 to 100. I have to scroll down, keep on like this.
Yeah, correct.
Now let me bring it in the same line. How I can bring? This is my
Yeah.
reply.
Nice. Thanks. Yep. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So thanks for attending this session. Have a nice time, sir. Hope you will see tomorrow's session with a new link.
Yeah.
Please contact DURGASOFT as early as possible so that you will get the material and videos so far what I discussed.
Sure.